Well, he's the main reason behind the Bucs' emergence from an organization once considered the worst in all of sports to a team that is now considered the third most valuable franchise in the NFL. It's taken General Manager Rich McKay just 5 seasons to engineer this dramatic turnaround, helping the Bucs to the NFC Championship game this year. His father, John McKay, the Bucs' first head coach, equaled that achievement in just 4 years. I recently had a chance to sit down with both of them to talk about their unique father-son football relationship.
What I try to do with my dad is talk more big decisions, ways we might go in the draft, ways we, as opposed to talking X's and O's. And he's always the best advice you can have, which is he gives you the advice, and then when you tell him, hey, geez, I may not do that, I may do something else, he'll always turn and say, well, I fully agree. He's one of those guys that's always going to, in the end, let you leave thinking you made the right decision, but he's going to give you his opinion.
I think, John, you were against Rich kind of taking this job back in the late 80s, early 90s.
The way it unfolded, I was against it. I didn't. I thought what Mr. Culverhouse wanted to use him as is just to sign players. Well, I think, what kind of a career is that? Oh, I signed a guy for $2 million, and I only get 50 cents, and you go on that. I think that's bad. I think what he involves it, after the new owners come in, is wonderful. But he wasn't involved in that before they came in.
You really have to be proud of what he's accomplished.
I think he's accomplished a great deal, and I think as I said yesterday or the day before to somebody, I think he's got a good scouting staff, and I think the coaches and assistant coaches work closely with him. And there's no argument. They take the guy and they take him. And they don't take bad people. People in this town have criticized the owners of this team. I think the owners of this team have been very good to the football team and Richie's position and such. They have signed players and have put out money to get them. And this is what it is. It's a money game.
Rich, you've seen it's night and day since the Glazers taken over. And I guess they have taken their shots while they were here, but they really have assembled something nice for this area.
Well, I think from a sports perspective, you have to grade owners when you're just looking at it from the sports side, quite frankly, in W's and L's. And before the Glazers took over, this was not a winning franchise for a 10-year period at all. And since they've taken over, I think their win-loss percentage is pretty good. From my perspective, they're a 10 of owners because they will give you all the support you need, and they won't come bug you. And that's a nice thing. They're literally, their offices are across the way. They don't come in. They don't ask about football. We sit down, we talk about the budget, and we move on. And they've been very supportive. Any guy we needed to sign, we signed.
Hopefully he can guide them to the Super Bowl next year. It's going to be right here at Raymond James Stadium.
It will be there.
Should be great. Go Bucs. Thanks, Kevin.
All right.
We'll be right back.